Today we are here at the beautiful Enchanted Bluff in Garden Ridge. This is a gorgeous gated community with 1 acre plus lots. We have premium builders here, guys. They're absolutely wonderful builders. Nationwide, we've got Toll Brothers and Drees for your nationwide luxury builders, and then we have our local Sitterle Homes here as well. We're gonna show you some gorgeous homes. I'm honestly not gonna talk much more than that because you're here to see some beautiful floor plans, and they are some big homes on 1 acre lots. So why don't we just jump right into it? If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and its surrounding areas like Garden Ridge, make sure you subscribe or tap that bell for notifications to ensure that you're one of the first to be notified when we bring you new market updates. My name is Katie Powers, and my husband Steven Garza and I get phone calls, emails, and texts from people just like you every single day who are looking to make a move into the San Antonio area. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months away from making that transition, we would love to hear from you. All of our information is listed right below. These are our cell phones and our personal emails, guys. We would love to hear from you, and more importantly, we would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Why don't we jump right in to the beautiful Enchanted Bluff? Grab your popcorn or your snacks. This is gonna be a long one, guys. Every one of these floor plans are over 4,000 square feet. We've got a lot of steps to get in. So let's get after it right now. All right, welcome to the Altamira floor plan with Sitterle Homes. Just want to point out this great little area you've got in front. They do this on a lot of their homes, a little courtyard as you come in. Love the gas fireplace too. What's not to love? This one you guys are going to be drooling over. We have not featured this home for you guys yet. Even though this is our, I don't know, millionth time in Enchanted Bluff, we wanted to bring you this great Sitterle floor plan. So typically the Altamira is a 1-story, 3,600 square foot plan with 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths with an office. However, they modified this one, and that is something that you want to keep in mind with Sitterle, because Sitterle is more of a custom builder. So they are able to change up floor plans to suit your needs. So the floor plan that we're going to be walking today is the Altamira. However, they added a 2nd floor with a game room and a 5th bedroom and full bath, and a 5th full bath, right? So this is now over 4,000 square feet, 5 bedroom, 5.5 bath with a 3-car garage and an office and a game room. You guys are in for a treat. So as you came in, you saw the beautiful courtyard there. And then your entry really just brings you right into this living space, entertainment space. Absolutely stunning, beautiful beams right there in the living room, and opens right into a gorgeous kitchen. I love the way Sitterle's designers really picked all of these accents out, right? Like, I love these pendants. They're different. They're not as low hanging, but they're very elegant, and they're gold. I mean, I'm just a gold sucker at this point. Check out this cooktop. Enchanted Bluff does have gas cooking. That thing is totally upgraded. It is nice, right? So 6 burners. That is definitely commercial grade right there. That's beautiful. You've got double ovens as well, and then right behind Steve is the microwave. They are Jenn-Air appliances. If you guys have been watching us for a while, you'll notice all of these luxury builders are using the Jenn-Air appliances. We've got some taupe colored cabinets. They're not white, they're not gray. They're like a creamy gray, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. And then you've got some more natural brown wood cabinets on the island. And then they did this really simple quartz. What I like about this, guys, that I really want to point out is this is a very common quartz that you're gonna see at a design center. So they didn't go crazy and pull in some marble or leathered quartz or granite that you can't get at design. So I really like that Sitterle put in a beautiful quartz that is accessible to you when you're building your home, right? They also did a built-in refrigerator here. This is not one you can buy at a store. This is completely built in. What do you guys think of the black interior? I see this more and more in the luxury world. The refrigerators have that black interior. It's kind of cool. So what do you guys think of this space? This is a big kitchen. Great for entertaining. For those of you who don't like, a lot of these newer floor plans have that shotgun feel where you have kitchen, dining room, and then living room. This is a really nice floor plan with the dining room set off to the side. It's a very large dining room. I mean, this is a very big table. And then you do have these big sliders, which we will come back to, but this is the entire wall. I don't even want to put a price on these sliders. These are some of the biggest sliders we've seen. Extra high, the entire wall, 4-panel. It's definitely an upgrade, but it's got to be at least a 40 grand upgrade.
40,000 is what I was thinking.
But if you did it after the fact, it would be way more than that.
Oh,
so
you could.
definitely.
You would, I mean, the header that's got those doors up there, it's got to be huge. So doing it after the fact is not unless you want to be charged 200 grand.
Right. So this is gorgeous, but we're going to come back to this to show you the outdoor living. We had a lot of ground to cover. So let's go take a look at the spare bedrooms. We're going to start off on this wing with the 2 bedrooms. First, we'll show you the pantry. You have tons of cabinet space, but you still have a walk-in pantry. And then you have guest bedroom right here. We'll say bedroom number 1. You guys can count it down with me. With a walk-in closet. Each one of these bedrooms pretty much have their own bathroom. You got a linen closet here, but this could also double as a second pantry if you wanted additional space. Just throwing it out there. I would probably use it as an additional pantry space personally.
Yeah, put all your big equipment for the kitchen.
Use the pantry for food and use that closet for, that's a coat closet, but use that more for like your air fryer and those types of things. Now this is a cool unit here because Sitterle does a lot of mother-in-law suites. This plays as that. While this is bedroom number 2, you could, when you're building with Sitterle, put on an exterior door and make this a separate mother-in-law suite, right? They put a little kitchenette here with a sink and a refrigerator. You throw in a microwave that does convection and you've got a little kitchen oasis here. For those of you with teenagers or younger adult children, maybe this is not what you want because they will never leave. This is just a little too nice, if you ask me. But overall, very great. Also can play as a second primary if you want to play it that way. Great big shower. And then you do have a closet here. I do want to point out all of the handles in this house are this brushed gold. Another thing I want to point out that Sitterle did here, a couple things I want to point out actually. Take a look at the texture on the walls. What do they call this, Steve? You're their texture king.
No, it's just a smooth texture. It's not normal, not for our market.
We had a client who did this in one. They bought a pre-owned, but they called it like an Art Deco type of a finish, but I don't know the actual term for it. But it is a very nice, clean finish without, you know, all of the texture. Then we've got lower switches here. So this would be considered ADA friendly, right? All of the switches, as I look around, are lower. They're not up here. So great if you're using this for a mother-in-law suite. That's something really key to point out, that they are able to do that, of course. And then wider hallways here. All right, so that's 2 bedrooms down. Let's go take a look at the other side with bedroom number 3. So you've got another linen closet here. Bedroom number 3 is very large, good size. You can kind of see the texture that they did on the walls a little better on the darker painted walls. It's like a scrape.
I don't know. I wish I knew the name.
I wish I knew the name too. It looks really cool though. I'm a fan. I also love this model most because I'm just a traditional girl. Like, I'm loving just white, clean baseboards. All these builders are starting to do like cream baseboards with white walls, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm very traditional. Take a look at this bathroom. I absolutely love these subway tiles, this blue, but also the pattern. The subway tiles are so clean and simple, but being able to run those different patterns just really makes it pop, and that blue with the white grout is beautiful. Okay, so this is really cool. This is what Sitterle added on. This is not in your normal Altamira floor plan, if I'm saying that correctly. So kind of cool, the stairs off to the side, dining room hidden. You'd never know this was a 2-story if you didn't come in it. So we're gonna head up those stairs. You lead the way. They don't need to watch me walk upstairs. Take a look at this game room. They've got a lot of furniture in here, and it still feels pretty spacious. They didn't do carpet. They stuck with the LVP, luxury vinyl plank.
Love that.
We're starting to see LVP in more luxury homes. Typically, we see hardwoods or engineered woods. People are really loving the luxury vinyl plank because if you have dogs, kids, you move furniture a lot, it will scratch those hardwoods. LVP looks beautiful, and it's just so much easier to maintain. So that's why we're seeing it more and more. I want to point out some transom windows here. Feels like you're in a tree house, kind of cool. Tray ceilings. You've got bedroom number 4. So this is the last secondary bedroom before we hit up the primary. It's got a nice walk-in closet. You've got another great linen closet, game closet, right? If your family likes to play a lot of games, you've got the game room right there. Great place to put chess, checkers, Monopoly. You got another bathroom in here. Again, simple subway tiles, but they almost did like a sideways herringbone pattern. It's kind of cool.
Look at the mirror.
I know. He's pointing out the mirror, guys, because I love this new arch. We're seeing this more and more, and I just put it in my bathroom. We just remodeled our bathroom. So it's fatter than mine. Mine's smaller, but I also have a smaller bathroom that I'm playing with. My light fixture looks very similar to that as well. Somehow they figured out how to get these golds to match though.
We did not.
but it still looks good. You know, that's something that I learned. I'm definitely not an interior decorator, nor do I ever really want to be. But finding matching golds is definitely a feat. And they were able to match it pretty well. So that's pretty cool. This is attic access.
Oh, that's the attic. Okay. Oh,
So they do finish out the attic in terms of putting flooring down for you. This is a great storage place. I also want to point out Sitterle does spray foam. So guys, it's sunny and bright outside, and honestly the temperature in here doesn't feel much different than inside. This spray foam in Texas, so wonderful. Then you also have your thermoply here just to keep in energy as well. Here's your AC system. The reason why I want to point this out for you guys is there are two systems here. You have one over here and one to the side. I'm sure one is for upstairs, one is for downstairs. But what I also want to point out for those of you coming from the West Coast or the desert where you have swamp coolers, or from the East Coast and you don't necessarily have the same systems, we change out our filters. These are really big filters. They're really, I'm not going to pull it out, but really big filters. You change them twice a year, every 6 months. This is them. Easy to get to, really nice when you have a floor plan like this where you can just walk right in and switch it out and you're not having to climb up in an attic. So really a good benefit on this kind of floor plan. All right, let's go check out the primary. So once you come in from downstairs, we're gonna pass this gorgeous slider door straight into the primary. This is its own wing. There's nothing else on this corner of the house. It is just the primary suite. You again have another linen closet right here in the hallway with double doors. If you guys are people who change out your decorations every season, this floor plan might be the one for you. There's closets everywhere. It's great. Here's your primary. High ceilings with the tray. I love Sitterle because they actually put a ceiling fan in a model in a primary room, just like you should in the state of Texas. A lot of the models put all the pretty chandeliers and they look gorgeous, but like, come on, it's just not realistic. You're gonna want a ceiling fan in your room. Check out this window combination. Another huge fan of this. So you've got windows on either side that you can open, air out your house, but then you also have this gorgeous picture window right in the middle, nothing obstructing your view, no bar, no nothing. You just get to see your gorgeous 1 acre property. Lots of oaks. That cedar would be gone if this was my yard, but it's not. All right, so we're coming into the primary bath. This is a gorgeous, it's very simple but elegant. You've got 2 separate vanities. You've got your standalone tub. Check out that tile on that back wall. This is a great example of what your standard would be in terms of height of tile. That comes standard when you do a standalone tub. This would be considered an upgrade because it's a standalone tub. Typically they put in the built-ins and you would have tile around the outside of the tub, but it always comes up to about that height standard. If you want to go extra, like the beautiful Williamsons did on their home across the street, they went ahead and tiled this whole wall. It is an upgrade, but man, it is gorgeous. This shower is a seamless shower, so you don't have any bars up top. You just have the little pieces together. Big walk-in shower. And then this floor plan has 1 closet. It's a good sized closet. You could really put an island of some sort, like a dresser here. That's probably what I would do, is add some type of a dresser in here. and like a shield, so Steve doesn't complain about all my stuff everywhere. Just kidding. So big island slash dresser type thing would be great in this. It's good size. All right, we're gonna go check out the office and the other side of the house. Unless you guys wanna point out the toilet room. I don't know. It's not really exciting, but it does have a toilet. All right, so we are on the other side of the property. We've got a couple things I wanna show you here. Aren't these grasshoppers the cutest little guys? Good luck charms, but they overlook the bar here. So if you are big into entertaining, this is a cute little space with your ice maker here. Actually, the Williamsons that are building across the street, this is kind of their setup. They don't have a sink, but they have an ice maker on one side and then a beverage cooler on the other side, with a cabinet in the middle. But this is cute with the little black brick tiles on the backsplash. Just a little extra, but it's cute. And then you also, they kept with the dark theme across the hallway. Here's your half bath. And then with Sitterle, this is also like a choice, right? You have your courtyard here that we brought you in on. They put an extra door here. So if you run a business out of your home, this is not a bad feature to have a door off your courtyard to come straight into your office. So if you're bringing clients in or meeting somebody in your office, you don't necessarily have them walking through your home. Kind of a nice bonus here. This is really dark, like really dark.
Yeah, most wouldn't do this, but.
And I'm like, is this black or navy blue? I can't tell, but it's just, it's more screaming man cave to me than I'm excited to go to work today. But pretty. Also want to point out they did like black switches, black speakers, so they really just like blacked out this room. Last but not least, we have your laundry room. This is a great placement for the laundry room. It's really set away from the house. You don't have to hear your washer and dryer while you're entertaining or just trying to veg. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Washer and dryers these days do their little singing charm for like 15 minutes, it feels like. So you've got a little area here, mud room, however you want to call it. And then this would be your entrance to a 3-car garage, right? It's just Sitterle's office at the time for their sales reps. So that is what we have for your interior of this gorgeous model. Let's go take a look at the exterior and see if I am strong enough to open these massive slider doors. Oh, it's not that heavy, guys. Not that bad. It's kind of nice that it has this handle that pops out like this. I mean, it's not as easy to get it to open, but I guess if you knew that it did that, it wouldn't be that difficult. But it really helps you pull it because these doors are heavy. Oh, I'm letting all the flies in. It just keeps going. Okay, I can keep going, but I think you guys get the idea. This is massive. I literally have never seen doors this large. How freaking cool. Okay, check out this patio. It's expansive. They did tongue and groove on the ceiling, the wood. Beautiful. They did a fireplace with Texas stone right there, limestone. I even did limestone steps. I love that. Now I also want to point out where the grass stops. These are 1 acre lots or more. depending on which lot you choose. The last one we sold is 1.8 acres. So it just depends on the lot you choose. They are not, let me be very clear on this. There is no builder. We're gonna show you 3 builders today. Not one of them will put in sprinkler systems and sod your entire acre unless you pay extra. They will typically sod 20 to 30 feet. It's gonna depend on the builder, whether it's 20 or 30, 10 to 15 on your sides, some 20, but typically 10 to 15 on the side, and then your entire front yard, they will. They will leave it natural unless you wanna add the wood chips that you see here. But
20 feet.
yeah, I was gonna say 15 to 20 feet, and then it's really just Texas natural. What they also will not do is fence your entire 1 acre lot. Also, another negotiating tactic, something we can talk about, easier to negotiate on inventories than when you build, but this is the end of the subdivision, so that is the subdivision fence, and then they put in the wrought iron for the model, but there isn't on the other side. So just keep in mind, it's a very natural neighborhood. They're all very large acreage lots. Most people, if they are gonna fence, are just gonna fence in a little backyard for their dogs where it's sodded. They don't typically fence the full acre. Totally up to you, totally doable. Let's talk about pricing. Enchanted Bluff is absolutely stunning. 1 acre lots. Premiums are gonna start around 20K and go up from there. Building with Sitterle, all of their floor plans, you can expect to be starting at $1 million. There's only one floor plan that's 2,700 square feet that starts in the low 900s, 930 is what their base is starting at today in 2025, end of 2025. Also need to keep in mind, guys, builders tend to increase their base pricing every quarter. So just keep that in mind. That's typically why we don't really give you specifics on pricing, because we want you guys to call us so we can give you the most up to date. But you can expect in this floor plan, if you were gonna build this monstrosity of over 4,000 square feet, you would most likely be in the 1.3 to 1.5. This one is decked out, so probably closer to 1.5. But that is what this neighborhood is carrying. We even have a few homes in here that are gonna be over 2 million. We have clients building in here that will likely be, the value will be that high once they finish the pool and the casita and all the extras they're putting in. So this neighborhood is definitely Texas luxury in Garden Ridge. We'll go over all of the other details as we go through the video. What do you guys think of Sitterle? This is a gorgeous floor plan. One last thing, I promise. Sitterle is the only builder in this community where your base price comes with a metal roof. I want to point that out because we have done quotes with both other builders, and metal roofs are ranging from 60 to 80,000. So to know that Sitterle does give you a metal roof included in that base price is just a nice bonus. If you want a metal roof, I would suggest it. They're great, but it's totally up to you. Just wanted to throw in that bonus that Sitterle does give you with their builds here in Enchanted Bluff. All right, let's go tour another amazing, massive home. All right, welcome to the Toll Brothers Udella floor plan. This is their model here at Enchanted Bluff. This floor plan is 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, I think. We'll count them as we go. Over 3,700 square feet with an office and a game room, flex room, media room, whatever you want to make it. So as we come in, you've got really grand entrance here with the tray ceilings. Interesting choice for chandeliers. You're gonna hear me say there's a lot of interesting things that Toll Brothers chose to do in this floor plan, such as these which in a model, I look at them and think, who's dusting that? Because it wouldn't be me, and I guarantee you it probably wouldn't be Steve either. Anyway, office in here. Also want to point out, typically in models, they take doors off to make it feel bigger. So this would have a double door entry, grand office. I'm gonna say upgrade a lot in this video because Toll Brothers really decks out their models. So none of this cabinetry comes standard. This is all an upgrade. They even have the undermount lighting on this floating cabinet, which is beautiful. I mean, can't knock it, it's gorgeous. Just wouldn't wanna know their pricing on that, but very beautiful. Now this floor plan is very interesting. I kind of want to show you this hallway and then we're going to come back to this. So you've got your half bath here while you're entertaining, nice little half bath there. And then you have your media room, flex room, game room off to the side over here. Again, this would have double doors on it. It is technically in the middle of the home, so there are no windows, so we would really consider this a media room. These cabinets do not come standard either, and again, they put the undermount lighting there. All right. Now, on this floor plan, they really have all of the bedrooms down this hallway, all three, and then your primary is set aside. So we've office, game room, hallway with 3 bedrooms. I'm gonna make a note, and maybe Toll Brothers will change as of November. I'm kidding. It was cold this morning and now it's hot. Welcome to Texas, right? Toll Brothers is working on getting their own design center here in San Antonio. But as of November of 2025, they don't have their own studio, so you have to go to a separate design center, a third-party design center. And they do not offer this clear glass as an option in any doors at all. So just keep in mind some things that they show here in the model you cannot necessarily do when you build. But again, that all might change here in the near future when Toll Brothers opens up their own design center. They'll have more control and they won't have to pay third-party fees and things like that, so they can open up more.
Can we point something out here real quick?
Yeah.
So in Sitterle, you point out the
Oh, that's true.
texture.
Yeah,
Here's
texture.
common texture in San Antonio. It's called the knockdown.
Texas in general. Yeah, you just have a heavy textured wall as opposed to the Sitterle that was very smooth. Now, as we come in here, the first thing that pops in my head that you guys won't know is, and Steve's face just showed me, the padding on this carpet is next level. It feels like you're walking on air. So obviously upgraded. I feel like I'm in the ocean. I can hear ocean noises for the music they're playing in here. But the carpet is very plush, very upgraded padding, very beautiful. No ceiling fan. They did some, I don't know what that is. It's not even a light fixture. Maybe it is, I don't know, but windows. As you can see, this is the side of the yard. This is a model. They did sod all the way out. If this was your house, they might sod all the way out because it's technically the front of the yard, but really on the side, they only do 20 feet. So maybe, maybe not. Again, clear door. That would be a closet. Cute bathroom. I love all the tile. Now these are mosaic tiles. While they are absolutely stunning, the amount of grout is insane, but I do like the subways on the side with the gold fixtures. Super cute for a little girl's bathroom, honestly, like so cute. Somehow I feel like if our little girl had this bathroom, nail polish would end up in that grout, and then I would be very angry. Okay, so next bedroom. We're coming down this hallway to bedroom number 2. They did a little extra on here. Check out the baseboards and door trim in a navy blue to match the theme of the room. With its own bathroom. Every bedroom in this house has its own bathroom. So I'm not gonna lie, the clear doors are great because I don't have to open this. I can just show you, this is a linen closet. Then you've got your next bedroom in here. They brought in the hardwoods. Now this is an engineered hardwood, not an LVP. They brought this in from the hallway into this bedroom where the other 2 had carpet. They did a lot of deco walls in here. Again, the builder won't do this for you. This is something that you would do after closing, but Steve and I have a contact for that if you're interested. This is bathroom number 3, plus the half we've showed you. Simple subway tile on that shower, but I like the way they broke that pattern up. So they went vertical, and then right in the middle, they went horizontal and then vertical again. It's just cool to see how such a simple subway tile can be used in so many different designs. It really allows you to use a tile that doesn't cost a lot of money in design and be able to use it and make it stand out and not look like everybody else's house, right? So as we come down this hallway, we come back into your entry. And this is the grandest part of this home, in my opinion. When you come off this hallway, and mind you, this is a very wide hallway, as it should be on a 1-acre lot. You're greeted by a massive entertainment space. What they call this, I mean, Steve might have a different word for it, but in my opinion, this is what they would call a shotgun living space, not a shotgun house. But as you can see, in one space, you have kitchen, dining room, living room. I mentioned this in the Sitterle home because we've had a lot of clients, a lot of you guys have reached out to us and let us know this type of space is not your favorite. You like the dining room set off to the side a little bit more. Some of you love this. I mean, this is very grand. You have so many beams. The ceilings are extremely high, easily 20, 22 feet high in the middle there. You've got a gorgeous fireplace here. They've tiled it all the way to the ceiling. It is a polished ceramic tile, but it does look like a marble. It's very pretty.
Huge.
Huge, huge. The other thing I want to point out in this massive space, you have 2 big sliders. So you've got a slider in the living room and a slider in the kitchen. Now, again, that also shows you just how wide this covered patio is, which we will get to. I don't know this for a fact. I would have to double check my facts here. I'm pretty positive these sliders don't come with this floor plan, so it would be considered an upgrade. There might be 1 slider that comes with this floor plan,
1.
But 2 would be an upgrade. We have clients that have built with Toll Brothers and put in sliders in both dining room and living room. So it's really up to you what you want to do. And I really do think it only comes with 1 though. Check out this kitchen. They've got the waterfall quartz. My brain was escaping me here. This is also a standard quartz that they do offer in the design center, which I like. They're not showing you something that you can't have, because if you guys have ever built before, this happens quite a bit in models where they say, look how gorgeous this is, look what we can do. Oh, but wait, you can't do that. So it's nice when they're showing you what you actually can do. You've got double ovens, built-in fridge. All of that right there is an upgrade. The second level of cabinets are an upgrade. What I will say about this floor plan, and there's 2 other floor plans in this neighborhood that Toll Brothers does, where the ceilings are just so high that you almost really want that. Even though you don't necessarily use these cabinets up there, it really helps fill the space, because even though these are beautiful and they're very nice custom cabinets, it's such a big space to fill that they don't look as nice when they don't have that second layer. That's my opinion, not saying you have to do it. Just keep that in mind if you're going with a large floor plan like this with high ceilings. You want to look at what it would look like without that second layer of cabinets to decide if it's the right decision for you. Gas cooking again, this is also Genair appliances, just like Sitterle had. The 6 burner, this is gorgeous. I'm gonna come back over here. You guys can see this is my favorite room we're about to walk in this floor plan. It's my favorite room, The wine room. You also get a pantry. This is a separate wine room. We're gonna show you the pantry next. I really love this wine room. Toll Brothers puts this in almost all of, there's quite a few floor plans, quite a few, not just in Enchanted Bluff, Toll Brothers as a whole. They have some floor plans. We're negotiating one right now in Kinder Ranch, and it has a massive wine room just like this. That is so beautiful. They did the stacked stone. All I see is dollar signs in this room. It's probably why it's my favorite. All I see are upgrades. So here's your actual pantry. Good sized pantry. Again, for right now, you cannot get this glass door in design. But you know, sometimes you just gotta be the squeaky wheel, because I just toured one under construction and we were the squeaky wheel. My client was a squeaky wheel because she's great. And she got a glass door in her pantry. She did it, she won. All right, check out this laundry room. This is all upgrades, guys. It's just everything you see in this entire room. You have tile all the way to the ceiling, all the way around. You have cabinetry, tops, bottoms, quartz, farmhouse sink, all the upgrades. But man, it is an awesome laundry room, right? Super cool. I don't know, this isn't my style, but it's cool. It's cool. Okay, let's go check out the primary. This would be your garage, by the way. This is the offices, 3-car garage, side entry, and a mudroom. So the key here is these are 1-acre lots. For those of you who really like side entry garages, you can do that on half-acre to full-acre lots. They've got room to do that swing around the side. So most of the floor plans, I'm actually pretty sure that Enchanted Bluff doesn't allow front-facing garages. So all your garages in this neighborhood will be side entry. And I'm pretty sure every floor plan in here, this price point, are 3-car garages. So check out this primary. It's big. You've got picture windows here, but they did give you one side window here that you could open. I point these things out because I really like to air my home out. I like to have the windows open when it gets cool and we drop into the 40s. Steve and I like to keep the windows open in our room to really freeze us out. Basically, Steve likes freezing cold temperatures, and I have like 6 blankets on top of me. You wouldn't even know I was in the bed because I'm just completely covered in blankets, but we do like to open our windows, so I like to point those things out. This primary bathroom is a stunner, guys. They have done everything. I mean, when I walk in this closet, you're gonna understand why I love this bathroom so much. Check out this shower. So not only do you have this NBA size tub, right? You're 8 foot tall, no problem. You'll fit in this. I'm 5'2", so like 4 of me could fit in this tub. It's
That's
so
a swimming
big.
pool for you.
But you have this huge walk-in shower. There's no step, no doors. It's designed that way. You have the subway tiles, again, very simple, but they added in these gold-plated end stops. I don't know what they call it. I'm not a tile person, but it's really beautiful. They have benches on both sides that are quartz, by the way. Rain shower here. You also have a niche here, or a niche, however you guys want to call it. I'm gonna point this out because if you are going to build, this needs to go on your list, because sometimes your design, they don't bring this up. Sometimes they do, depends if you get a good design consultant. These are extra, they don't come with niches, so you do have to add them. They're not expensive to add, but it's one of those things that if you don't think about it and add it in, and then when they're putting in your bathroom and you're like, where am I gonna put my shampoo? And you don't wanna put it on this ledge because then everybody sees it.
Yeah, you would need one on each side of the faucet, would look nice and be blocked by these.
Well, I would even put it here so it's higher so you're not bending, but I mean, the key is that you want one, right? So, and they're typically about 125 to 150 depending on the builder per one. So they're not like crazy expensive, but it's something that you don't want to regret, right? Like if I built this massive, gorgeous bathroom and then didn't have a place to put my shampoos and I had to do that cheap shower caddy from Walmart, I would be so mad at myself. So I'm just pointing it out to help a girl out, okay? So here's his closet. A ridiculous light fixture for this, but I mean, it's a good size. Steve would be happy with this, huh?
Oh yeah.
Now, this is my dream closet, and I'm pretty sure my client is doing this in her closet because she built a similar floor plan. Check this out. Now, this is all extra. Toll Brothers, your closet does not look like this when you build. This is all extra. Again, you'll want to do this post-close. You don't want Toll Brothers to pay for you. The upgrade fee would be insane. California Designs, Closet Designs, Budget Design. There's a whole bunch of them that can do this for you, but like, it's really cool to have your dressers built in. It's all custom cabinetry. Beautiful. I mean, put a bed in here. I love it. It's gorgeous. All right. What do you guys think of this? What do you think of this floor plan? I'm just curious. I'd love to hear your feedback on it. I'm personally not a massive fan of the Udella. I love this, and I love the wine room, but all 3 bedrooms and tucked in one corner, and like the media room and the office being like right at the entry, all there. It's not my style. Curious what your thoughts are. Let's go check out this backyard. All right, so we're gonna go through one slider. We don't need to open up both sliders for you guys. You know how wonderful they are when they're open. But if you like to throw parties and you're an entertainer, this is the floor plan to do so, right? Like both sliders, massive patio. It's a beautiful 80 degrees here in Texas. This is the day that you open up all your sliders and enjoy this gorgeous weather. They decided to put a fountain. It's very peaceful. Fireplace. I also want to point out a few things here, guys. Brick, 4 sides brick, this home is, but it's painted brick. So it's very popular right now. You're seeing it on all the TikToks, all the videos. Perry, Highland, Toll Brothers, they're all doing all this painted brick. It's beautiful. But I do just want to let you know there is maintenance involved. So if you do a regular brick without painting it, brick in Texas does beautiful. You don't have to maintain it. You don't have to paint it. You don't have to do anything. You just look at it maybe every now and then, power wash it if you really want to, but you don't need to do anything. When you throw paint on your brick, you do have to maintain it. So every 7 to 9 years, you will need to repaint your entire exterior of the home. If money is no object to you, then not a big deal. But if you don't want maintenance on a home, painted brick is probably not the way to go, even if it is beautiful. You've got the wood ceiling, the tongue and groove wood. It's beautiful. They turfed this whole, this is all extra, guys. This is an extended patio. This, I don't know, travertine type of tile.
Yeah, with the travertine.
Travertine. Super cool designs here with the turf and the tile. Outdoor kitchen. Toll Brothers is known for doing some pretty impressive exteriors on their models. All this landscaping with the wrought iron fence all the way around. Now again, Toll Brothers is not going to fence your yard. You would have to pay extra for them to fence it. If you are building from scratch, if you're buying an inventory home, we negotiate. That's what we do. So these floor plans, $1 million plus, guys. They're starting, Toll Brothers is really good about starting low and then getting you at design. So Toll Brothers plans are starting in the lower 900s. This floor plan would start in the 900s. You will finish around 1.1 to 1.5. That's where we're at. If you build the Giovanni, which is 5,000 square feet, you're going to be closer to the 1.3, 1.5, 1.6, depending on your upgrades. These smaller floor plans, and this is by no means small, it's just 3,900 square feet instead of 5,000 square feet, you're gonna be around 1.1 to 1.2. Hopefully that helps with pricing. If you want more up-to-date pricing as well as the incentives that are happening at this time, give Steven or I a call. All of our information is listed right here. We will get you the most current incentives. Again, they change every season. Pricing changes typically every quarter as well for base prices and such. So you definitely want to know what these prices are. That way we can get you the most real estimation of what you would end up if you decided to build from scratch. If you're looking for an inventory home, we have inventory homes in Enchanted Bluff with all 3 builders. Give us a call and we will definitely get you those prices and the incentives going on. Let's go check out the next gorgeous home. All right, welcome to the Drees model in Enchanted Bluff. Should have asked what the floor plan is. This is a super popular floor plan and there's actually a few inventory homes with this exact same floor plan ready for you. But as you come in, beautiful ceiling. They painted it dark, which kind of makes it feel lower than it really is, but it's very grand, very beautiful. Check out these beautiful tiles. It is a ceramic tile with a polished finish on it, but they're big. I don't know the size. What do you think, Steve?
24 by 48.
It really helps when you have a pattern like this to go bigger tile so it doesn't feel so busy, and it almost gives you like a marble finish out feel. All right, so you've got your formal dining room over here. They did some wallpaper with some wainscotings, pretty design. It's a very large table, very good size room. Now over here, see if sales rep locked it. He did not, he trusts us. This is a guest bedroom. This is what Drees uses as their office. So in a typical bedroom, obviously you would not have all of this cabinetry. Keep in mind, people actually work in here, so that's why there's stuff. You've got a walk-in closet and then a full bathroom. Check out the tile, nice and textured there on the floor, no slipping there. The cabinetry also has the under mounted lighting in there. Just really pretty. And then of course you have your coat closet here right off your entry. Now, as we keep coming through your main foyer, you do have a really nice office. Now, this one is dark too, but it's not as like blacked out as the Sitterle one is. I love these beams. Overall, great size. These would be upgrades, but it does also have a closet, so you could use it as another bedroom if you wanted to. This house is so massive, you don't really need to, but really great office with a closet. That's always a bonus with the double doors. Now, as you come in, this is a great space. Check out the ceiling height. So they're 20 feet, and then in the tray is 22 feet. Beautiful. You could go dark in that tray because the ceiling's so massive, right? Beautiful fireplace. This is pretty standard of what you would expect for how you could, when you're building, right? Like not having the tile all the way to the ceiling. But also want to point out, it doesn't have a mantle. That seems to be the popular thing these days, is not putting a mantle on your fireplace. You can have one, but we're seeing more and more models not. You've got a whole wet bar area here. They did a leathered granite. And then you have a, this is cool. So you have your ice maker here. It actually has ice in it. And then you also have a dish, oh, just kidding. I thought it was a dishwasher. You have a refrigerator here. I was thinking like, how cool if you had a own dishwasher over here. Just kidding, it's a refrigerator. But you have a sink, little cute sink, and then the cabinetry, all of the cabinetry would be a bonus. I really love the antique glass on a bar. I don't know why, I just like it, it's cool. But this area is all open, and this is one of my favorite floor plans, to be honest with you guys. I would build this for my family. It just makes sense. The layout makes sense. Huge kitchen, island and kitchen. You've got your dining room tucked away off the side, which is kind of nice. I like that. With a side entry door. Steve and I were actually just talking about this. You want to chime in on there, Steve?
Yeah, so this is my take on these big sliders is if you're barbecuing or going in and out of the house, opening up these heavy doors, it's just too hard. Too hard and trying to be too fragile with them. So a regular door is necessary, in my opinion. I love the sliders, don't get me wrong, but.
No, I think the key here is models. This model is functional, which is why I just said I would build this for my family. I like this floor plan. It is a functional floor plan. Sometimes in the models, they just get so pretty that they don't necessarily think about the functional. And I really like having that door, but Steve's right. Like if you're barbecuing and you have trays of food that you're taking out to your barbecue pit, trying to like the sliders with like it would be so difficult. So having that door there, easy in and out. Anyway, let's go back to the kitchen. What do you guys think of this granite? It's not my favorite granite. I'm just gonna throw that out there, but I do want to point out the size. I mean, it's two slabs. Like it's a slab here, goes to here. You can barely see the seam. And then you have another one here. It's massive, massive. Again, gas cooking. They've got KitchenAid appliances in here with a pot filler. I love it. Steve and I were having a debate the other day and he was right. Ew, Steve was right. I don't like saying that, guys.
What is it?
So the pot filler, I like everything. Symmetry is important to me, and he said pot fillers are never centered. And he's right, it isn't centered.
Say that again?
Steve was right. Well, anyway, double oven. There's very few times this man will hear that, I'm telling you. And now it's recorded, so I'm screwed, but double oven. These are all KitchenAid appliances. You could upgrade them to the Gen Air, of course, like we saw in the other. What do you guys think of these poles? I'm seeing them more and more. I'm really liking it, actually.
Little guys.
They're little, but they give you the color pop. You know, the like, so it's not just all one color. It gives you that little color pop, and they're really functional to open. Like your 2 fingers, it just, I don't know, I like them. I kind of like them, they're cool. So this tile backsplash, we've probably seen 3 or 4 times today. This is a very popular subway tile. We're gonna go this way first. This house is so grand, I'm trying to figure out which way we wanna go. Check out the size of this pantry. Steve's face. I wish I could flip the camera and show you guys Steve's face. I can read his thoughts right now, and all he's thinking is like, oh my gosh, that's a Costco pantry. Yeah. Okay, so this is a 3-car garage, but you have 2 different garages. You have a 1-car and a 2-car. So you've got your mud room here, and then this is gonna be a coat closet. And then this is your 1-car garage, your 1-car bay here. They've epoxied these floors. They're also, this is the construction manager's office. So keep in mind that, but the epoxied floors, this house is so big it has 2 tankless water heaters. They put in a mini split for their construction manager so we didn't have to sweat all the time. But this is your 1-car garage. And then I like this floor plan also because sometimes you have like your 2-car garage on this side of the house and the 1-car on the other. I like having both garages right next to each other. We'll come back to the laundry room just because we're on the topic of garages. It's a 2-car garage. It is finished out, right? You've got baseboards, textured walls, and it's epoxied. You've got all these outlets. Those are all pretty cool. So here's your standard 2-car garage. But like I said, I really do like having both garages in one area. It's a personal thing, right? There's not like necessarily a rhyme or reason of why I wouldn't like it, but laundry room. All of this is an upgrade, right? Tile backsplash, cabinetry. This is a nice granite. I think it's a granite. It's kind of got some glitter in it, which is cool. Cabinetry, good size. If you didn't have all of this cabinetry, you would have room for a second fridge, right? Or right here where Steve is standing, they even have a plug. This might get in the way, but you have room for another fridge. It's a large enough laundry room. The words were escaping me. Okay, so we're gonna come across the kitchen. I love this floor plan, guys. I just love it. It makes so much sense. So they chose to do a barn door here, but you could leave it open or put a door. But what I like about this is for those of you who have kids, you can just shut it. You know, your friends are here, you're having an entertaining party, they're being crazy, or they're not necessarily being crazy, but you don't feel like cleaning up their game room. You just shut it and the guests don't have to see it, right? That's kind of my thought. But you have this game room, you've got 2 bedrooms over here as well, but you also have a half bath right here. So this would be your half bath where guests could use, right? It's got the undermount lighting, but just a small half bath, but it's nice right off the game room, right off the kitchen. And then they actually added in this door. It's a choice on this plan. You can or cannot have this. It's totally up to you. But there is an access to the covered patio directly from the game room. So that's an addition. If you have really young kids, probably not a good idea, especially if you're gonna put a pool in. But if you got older kids that you just don't want them coming in and out of your space, that's kind of cool. So this is bedroom 2. Had to think there for a minute how many bedrooms we've shown you in this house. Carpets upgraded, really nice, really plush. You do have a full bath over here along with the closet Steve just showed you. I also like that they added in a pocket door here. Pocket doors were really big in like the 80s, and we've gone away from them and gone into barn doors, but I'm loving the pocket doors making a comeback, to be honest. They just make so much sense. So this is bedroom 3 with a nice walk-in closet. Good sized room, like this is very spacious for a kid's bedroom or a secondary bedroom. And then you've got a full bath here. I really love that they're showcasing these bathrooms with tubs in them, because what you need to know when you build with any builder is they're going to come with tubs. So if you want the showers in your secondaries, it is going to be an upgrade, no matter what. So all of these beautiful models we've shown you today typically have showers in their secondaries. Those are all upgrades. Now tiling to the ceiling is also upgrades. These decorative tiles are all upgrades, but at least you're seeing the tub for what it is, right? The other thing that's cool, I don't know if you saw it while Steve walked into the bathroom, but in all of these bathrooms, when you're walking in, they have automatic lighting coming up underneath the cabinets. So that's kind of cool. It's not attached to the light switch. So kind of a cool feature for if it's late at night and you've got a potty break and you walk in your bathroom, you just have the undermount lighting come on and not bright, bright lights. Pretty heavy barn door. All right, so let's go take a look at Steve's favorite part of this floor plan. While you have your bar over here, your wet bar with the sink and the not dishwasher, you have your media room right across. This is a great size media room. This floor plan really just has everything when you think about it, right? 4 bedrooms, office, game room, media room. You've just got lots of spaces. We were talking about this floor plan with our daughter not too long ago, and when I told her that there was a bar right across, she goes, "So there's popcorn in the movie room?" She got really excited because we're a popcorn household, and I would guarantee you there would be a microwave right there to make her popcorn while she watches her movies, because that is a requirement in our household. So on this side of the house, it is the primary wing. Again, there is nothing else on this side of the house. It is your own primary wing. As you come in, we transition from the tile into an engineered hardwood. Tray ceilings, again, no ceiling fan, silly. They like color drenched this room. And I'm having, I don't know, you guys tell me, does this look navy blue to you or does it look black?
It's a dark blue.
It's a dark blue, right?
When the sun hits it, you can see a dark blue.
Like in some light angles, like that looks black, and then next to the wall, it almost looks black too. But when I say color drenched, this is like a new thing. I feel like an old person when I say this is a new thing. But as you can see, they're putting, like even the crown molding, they're painting all one color. So I have a client who just recently purchased a home. Obviously a client purchased a home, imagine that. But she loves, like she sends me all these TikToks of color drenching, and she loves that forest green that's really popular in 2025. And she did her little half bath and she did gorgeous. I love the green too, which is probably why she sent it to me. But her crown molding, her baseboards, the whole wall, everything is that green. It's color drenching where you just do the whole thing. So here's your primary. You can put barn doors here, or it comes with the French doors, but they have an option for the barn doors there. You've got 2 vanities here. They are the exact same size. we're equal here. The same size. It's just really nice to have two separate vanities and then have a lot of counter space on either. But all of them have this undermount lighting. I love the light fixtures coming through the mirrors. There's just something luxurious about it. I don't really have another word for it. I think the framed mirrors with the lights above it are just so common. This is definitely more of a retro look, but it feels luxurious to me. What do you guys think? Does this make you feel like you're in your grandma's house, or do you like it? Curious, drop me a comment. This is a little higher than the normal. It typically comes to about here, but maybe they did a little extra. The chandelier over, you typically don't see light fixtures over a tub.
It's a code thing.
They got away with it.
For now. Yeah. It's assumed that a kid could hang on the chandelier and pull the whole thing down into the tub that has water in it.
Electrocute themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know about it, but I love the chandelier over the tub. So if you love this, code probably won't let you do it, but after you close on your home, you can do whatever you want. So I really like that. That's really cool. They probably did that after the inspectors came out. Check out this shower, right? It comes both entryway, no doors on it, but you have all the shower heads. You've got a rain head, 2 shower heads here. What I do like, what I think is really cool, is you have, my brain has stopped working, guys. We've shown so many houses today, my brain stopped working. The levers, faucet, handle, whatever you use to turn the water on, are outside of the shower, right? So you can turn it on, let your water get warm before. I say this for those of you who think I'm crazy, like that should be normal. There are a lot of houses where they stick the handles right here underneath here. So you have to like get wet with freezing cold water before it turns warm. I don't do cold showers, it's not a thing. But this is really spacious. Notice the niches they put, really great placement here with 2 of them. You've got a little bench here, not a very big bench, but a little corner bench. And then you have 2 closets. Now, this is no Toll Brothers closet, I'll tell you that right now. But you do have 2 closets, which is nice. And they switched, they kept tile in the closets, which is different. Even most of them will typically transition from a tile in the bathroom into a carpet in the closet. They did not. This would be his closet. Smaller. What do you guys think of this house? It's pretty spectacular, right? This floor plan, in my opinion, just checks so many boxes. Let's go take a look at the outside living. I don't like necessarily mentioning inventory homes too much because depending on when you watch this video, the inventory might not be available. But they have 2 inventory homes right now. One of them is this floor plan. I have sent it to Steve probably 3 times already. He's probably tired of me sending him this home because I want it. It's this floor plan. But the cabinets, so they're white, all white, and then they did a buffet all the way across here. And they did the buffet in that forest green. The cabinets are forest green with the white countertop, with the white. I love it. I want it. It's only 1.1 and Steve won't let me buy it. So y'all email him, tell him I want that house. It's just down the road. It's right here in Enchanted Bluff, guys. 1.1, it really is a beautiful 4,000 square feet. It's this floor plan, but in my opinion, it's a prettier kitchen. It's just a different design, right? It's the same floor plan, just different finish outs. That's the word I was looking for. So anyway, here's your outdoor living. You've got 3 doors. They're just really heavy, so I'm not gonna open them anymore. High ceilings, 22 feet. Gosh, that's crazy. Tongue and groove wood ceilings. You've got a fireplace, and then you've got really nifty buttons right here. make it really easy just to turn it on. Outdoor kitchen, of course the outdoor kitchen is an upgrade, but honestly the pricing on upgrading the outdoor kitchen isn't crazy. And it comes with the grill and the refrigerator and the sink. But I like this, it's a stone slab, it's pretty.
I think it's granite. It's a leather
Granite, right?
with the
It's
roof.
leather, that's
It's
what
got
it
the
is.
roof edge finish, which is unique.
Yeah, so this is the floor plan. This is your outdoor living space. They did really pretty with the beds. And they left the back part of it just 100% Texas. Left the cactuses as is. I do not recommend leaving the cactuses if you have pets or children. Just throwing it out there. But they are very native and they are what they are. So what do you guys think of this home? It's beautiful on 1 acre lots, right? This floor plan is 4,000 square feet-ish. I don't know if it's 3980 or 4100. It's around 4,000 square feet. Selling at 1.1 is where their inventory homes are selling for these homes. So you can expect to spend that if you're building it, probably closer to 1.2 if you build, just because it's more expensive when you build than when you negotiate an inventory home. They have lots of floor plans, but again, same pricing. Now, what I will say about Drees is they are new to San Antonio. And so they are making a footprint and they are working deals. So from what I have heard, you can make a really good deal and you can build a really nice product with Drees because they are looking to expand here in the San Antonio market and get their name very known here. They are known very well nationally, just like Toll Brothers, but Toll Brothers has been in San Antonio for quite some time now. So their name is out there, they're selling, they were in lots of neighborhoods where Drees is really making their stamp on the San Antonio and Central Texas region. So great builder, great floor plans. This was originally a Monticello floor plan. Drees came in and kind of did some changes and updates to it, but they have all their new Drees floor plans in this community now as well. So if it's something you're interested in, give us a call. Let us know what you thought. What do you think of Sitterle? What do you think of Toll Brothers? And what do you think of Drees? Compare them. Let us know which finish outs, which floor plan you liked most. We love to hear your feedback, guys. Now, this is not all for this video. You want to stick around. I'm going to do a quick map video, and I say quick because this video is getting quite long. As you can see, these floor plans are huge. So I'm going to show you where we are on a map for Garden Ridge. And real quick, we're going to go over HOA cost. We're going to go over tax rate. And we're gonna go over where it's located and what's close to. You're really close to a lot of things. You're down the road from Cibolo and Schertz, and then just the opposite direction right into North San Antonio. Great location, great tax rate, great school district, all the good things. So don't leave us yet. Let's jump right in to the map video. All right, guys, what about those models? They're pretty gorgeous, right? Enchanted Bluff is a one-of-a-kind neighborhood. Honestly, George's Ranch comes close, but you can't beat the acreage and the pricing at Enchanted Bluff. So why don't we dive into the map so you can see where Garden Ridge is in relation to San Antonio, learn a little bit about the area, and see if it's the right place for you and your family. Let's jump in. San Antonio on a map, because we showed you such large square footage homes, and I know this video is long and you're probably very tired of hearing me talk. We're gonna make this a little faster. We're not gonna go over all of San Antonio and the freeways. If you wanna learn more about the freeways, just jump into any one of our videos. I always do a map video at the end to give you a really good idea of the area. But as far as Garden Ridge, this is San Antonio on the map. And we have Garden Ridge located right here. So it is in the northeast corner of San Antonio. And it is honestly, there's a great history to Garden Ridge. It was once upon a time part of San Antonio and the Cibolo, Selma Shirts area. A group of neighbors decided they didn't want to pay taxes to San Antonio or Cibolo, so they created their own little town. It is very residential. You're not going to see a lot of commercial in Garden Ridge proper in general. So with that being said, let me break it down for you guys just a little bit. You've got the city of Garden Ridge here, and honestly, it's like this corridor. And then you've got a little town of Bracken. Bracken's honestly more commercial than it is residential. And then you have Garden Ridge. Then you have Shirts, Cibolo this way. You have a little more of Cibolo this way. And then you hit New Braunfels right here. And then you have San Antonio right here. So you're really in between a whole bunch of cities to make life very easy. The great part about Garden Ridge, why they broke off from San Antonio and Cibolo, they've kept their taxes really low. So taxes in this area, 1.49. You can't get much better than that, honestly, especially when you're looking at $1 million properties. It's really nice to have a low tax rate. So location. You have Loop 1604 out here, which is the outer loop of San Antonio. You have I-35 here. I-35 will take you all the way up to Canada. If you go there, stay through on it, it'll go to Austin, Dallas, and take you up north. If you go south on it, it will take you through San Antonio and then down to Mexico. It is a big freeway. It is an interstate freeway. Lots of semis on it, so just keep that in mind. And the statistics show that the most heavily portion of I-35 is San Antonio to Dallas. So it's just a heavily traveled area to be expected. Enchanted Bluff is located off of Bat Cave Road in Garden Ridge. And it is located right here. So this is Enchanted Bluff right here. Located off Bat Cave Road. You also have Nacogdoches. Now this is under construction right now. It used to be a 2-lane road, 1 lane one way, 1 the other. They've widened it now and they're almost done. I say almost. Small towns take a little longer on their construction, but it'll be 2 lanes going 1 way to the other with a turn lane, which is really going to help open up. There's also a railroad track that runs right here through Bracken and into Garden Ridge, nowhere near the housing, so you're not going to hear trains. But they are building Nacogdoches over that railroad track, so you're not going to get stuck by the railroad. That is amazing. I personally haven't been stopped and I drive out there quite a bit, so it's not a heavily used railroad, but there's a reason they're building it over it, right? So it does come through, and I am sure it creates quite a traffic jam. So it will be nice when that is done. Should be done first quarter, end of first quarter into second quarter of 2026. So TxDOT has told us. That's just, take that with a grain of salt, right? It should be done in 2026. So let's dive into what is near it. Let me clear off this so you can see. You have Rolling Oaks Mall right here. This mall, honestly, is my secret weapon when it comes to Christmas shopping. Nobody knows about this mall. Like, most people go to North Star Mall, they go to La Cantera. It's jam-packed, it's busy. Rolling Oaks Mall is probably borderline bankruptcy, to be honest with you. There's nobody ever there. But you do have like JCPenney's, Dillard's. You have the big box store names that go with the mall, and then you have a bunch of little things like, I'm trying to think. They have a bunch of stuff in there. They just opened up Forever 21 in there. But either way, it's very not busy. I don't know how else to explain this, but it's my secret weapon. I go do my Christmas shopping there. It's not stressful. I'm not fighting through things. Things aren't picked through. It's just a great mall. You'll also see a lot of people in that mall during the summer, not shopping, but walking. It's a big mall that's not busy, so people will go to use the air condition to walk and get their steps in when the heat is high. Just saying, you've got a mall right there. Right here on Nacogdoches, you have a bunch of stuff. Not a ton of restaurants, but you do have fast food. When you come south of 1604 on Naco, you'll have more restaurants. There's a great Salcedo is a great Mexican restaurant. There's quite a few Mexican restaurants there. There's also Pompeii, which is a really good Italian restaurant. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the best Italian restaurants on this northeast corridor of San Antonio. So you've got restaurants there. You've got a Costco here. You've got IKEA here. You've got Home Depot. So at the 1604 I-35 corridor, you have big stuff. Obviously, Costco, IKEA, Home Depot. You also have a shopping center right here called the Forum. So you're going to have, of course, Target, Hobby Lobby, restaurants. They have a really good sushi restaurant in that area that we like to frequent every now and then. What else? Ross, TJ Maxx. So shopping in the Forum. Then you come a little bit north on I-35, and once you hit Roy Richards Road, which is this way, but this way it is 1103? Not 1103. Let me double check that. Let me clear this for us, guys. So you have I-35 this way, and then once you hit 309, not 309, 3009, FM 3009. If you go into Schertz, it's going to be Roy Richards Road. If you go out towards Garden Ridge on the other side of I-35, it is FM 3009. This is going to be your main road to come into I-35. Let me clear this. I wish it would let me zoom while I was drawing. It doesn't let me do that, so I have to constantly clear it. What is near it? That is a great question. Right here at 3009 and I-35, you have tons, and I mean tons, of fast food restaurants. As you can see, it just popped up. Raising Cane's, that is my teenage son's favorite restaurant right now. And I mean restaurant, like you say you can choose any restaurant to go to, and this child is choosing Raising Cane's. I don't get it, but he loves Raising Cane's. You have Schlotzsky's. I didn't know there was an Auntie Anne's there. That's cute. But you also have like Taco Cabana. But aside from the fast food, right in this shopping center, you have your grocery store. H-E-B is right there. You also have more restaurants coming up I-35 here. You have a Willie's. You have my favorite breakfast spot, Magnolia Pancake House, right over there as well. You have the new Evo Entertainment Center there, which is like a main event. You've got arcades, movie theater. That's pretty cool. There's not a lot of stuff in the Schertz, Cibolo, Garden Ridge area in terms of large entertainment, like movie theaters, bowling alleys, Top Golf. You don't have that stuff in that area. So to have a new movie theater arcade is kind of cool in that area. Now, once you come 3009 this way, you can come in. There's a few roads that you can cut in on Batcave. I would come way up here and then cut in on this road. It starts with, it's a weird name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Come in Batcave and then go this way because you have Enchanted Bluff is over here, right? So Batcave, or you could come down Nacogdoches, go on Batcave, go this way. It doesn't matter which way you want to go. You have lots of different directions. But I do want to just point out there is only one entrance and exit out of Enchanted Bluff at this current moment. So you would need to, exit out onto Batcave and come this way. But you have a lot of stuff over here. For your everyday stuff, you're going to end up coming 3009. and come right to this area right here. So this intersection, Roy Richards 3009 and I-35, you have Lowe's, you have Mama Margie's Mexican restaurant, IHOP, bank, UPS, HEB, AutoZone. I mean, it's just a big commercial area. Your everyday stuff is going to be located right there. As you can see, lots of restaurants and other things. That way, if we zoom, let me zoom in so you guys can see the neighborhood so you don't think I'm crazy. This is it right here. So you enter on Blue Oak Way. This is Enchanted Bluff. It's gonna come, this is a different neighborhood. So it's gonna come like here maybe, but you've got all this room for growth. So as of right now, this was phase 1. They've now opened up phase 2, all right here. We show you that drone video of it. You can't really see much of it because they do not start clearing the trees until you build. One thing I really love about this neighborhood, guys, is they don't just go clear cut these lots. They wait for you to choose your lot. They wait for you to choose your plan. They fit the plan on the lot and then determine which trees to cut. I love this because you are going to have a very mature tree neighborhood for brand new homes. This in this price point personally is what I would expect, and I am very thankful that they did this. There are other neighborhoods, I will not name them, that are million plus that they clear cut it. And so you just have all these baby trees and it doesn't feel as mature and grand. Enchanted Bluff gives you that mature and grand. You have 100-year-old oaks in there. They're absolutely stunning. It's just a beautiful neighborhood, as you guys can see, but you have no commercial within a mile radius, really, of this community. So, as you can see, everything is residential surrounding it. Everything is residential right here, okay? This is the Garden Ridge Club, which you can join if you want, but it's in the middle of a neighborhood. I have heard fantastic things about Rapitude, by the way. This is a great area. From what I understand, they have a playground. You can go get lunch, like sandwiches, lunch, tacos, wraps. And they have a playground. It's outdoor. They have some small indoor, but mostly outdoor. I have heard a lot of great things about this restaurant from the locals. There's not much else out there. So really nice to have something pretty close. This is that road I was mentioning. I don't know how to pronounce that. Schoenthal, maybe? I don't know. But that's the road you would cut in from 3009 to Batcave to come to there. Now you have the elementary right here off 3009. In fact, I believe all the schools for Garden Ridge are located right off 3009 here. But super small school district. Everybody's going to grow up together. Everybody's going to know each other, but you're just minutes away from city life. So it feels very rural, but you are less than 10 minutes to all your grocery store, everything, Gold's Gym, grocery store, doctor's offices, restaurants, fast food, Lowe's, everything is within 10 minutes there. And then you are 15 minutes into everything, right? The Forum, you're probably 10 minutes from the mall if you're coming down Nacogdoches, depending on the traffic with the construction, to the airport. So if this is where Enchanted Bluff is, you are most likely going to come 3009 to I-35 down to Wurzbach Parkway, or honestly, probably you'll just take 410. 410 to the airport right here. You're 20 minutes from the airport. So not a super long drive. Like here we can put, I'll do this real quick so you can see this. Enchanted, if I can spell. We'll do Toll Brothers. Enchanted Bluff to, what does it say? 26 minutes. Boom. 20 to 30 minutes to the airport. Then going to depend now, see if you take this route, taking the roads, I think because of the construction and the stoplights is why that's going to take you a little bit longer. All down Nacogdoches, it is like stoplight, stoplight, stoplight. So I would take 35 depending on traffic. But you have two different routes. So if I-35 has a pileup on it, you have the alternative of taking a back road, which is really, really nice. This is interesting. 1604 to 281 to the airport is only a minute longer off I-35. I would feel like that's way out of the way, but clearly you have three different options, different routes to the airport, so that's really nice. And then to get to downtown San Antonio, you're definitely 35, 40 minutes from downtown San Antonio. But that is really all we have for you guys. I'm gonna stop sharing, there we go. That way you can see where everything is on a map, distances. It just kind of gives you an idea. The tax rate is great. The homes are absolutely stunning. You cannot go wrong with any one of these builders. They are absolutely great. Let us know what you think. Did you guys like this video? Did you love the models? Which model did you love the most? I'm actually very curious. Which model did you like the most? Another question I'm gonna ask that I would love some feedback on if you guys actually made it to this part of the video. I would love feedback on if you guys would like us to do a video on this neighborhood with their inventory. Very different from the model homes, not as upgraded, but honestly very beautiful. Drees, Toll Brothers, both have inventory in the neighborhood. And a little birdie told me the other day that Sitterle is possibly looking at starting inventory homes as well to finish out phase 1 because phase 2 lots are open and selling. So if you want to look at whether it's a lot in phase 1 or phase 2, give us a comment. Let us know if you want another update on this beautiful community with inventory homes. Let us know too. I love to hear from you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. But if you love this so much you want to learn more, check out our most recent, our last video we posted, and check out our most popular video right here, guys. Stay on our channel. We want to hear from you. We want to learn from you. We want to know what you guys are liking and not liking. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next one.